a little delayed, but today we are taking on the final boss of the top 10 of Percussion Independent World, WGI 2025. POW is just always that staple. Like, they're like the benchmark to get in the top 10. Like,
they're always in there, man. Always consistent.
It's the best barometer to measure where you think you might stack up to make finals or not. How close are you to POW? And that'll probably give you a pretty good idea.
I would bet that probably the Meraki staff is like pretty thrilled that their first WGI regional out. They were pretty, it was like a couple points off, but not like, like, all right, we're there, we're in there. So
yeah, we'll talk about them a little more when we react to them later this season. But this is Aged Out Reacts, everybody. We're the two hosts of the Aged Out podcast, Michael Fantini and
Evan Worrell.
And head over to agedoutpodcast.com after you watch the video, of course. Grab a t-shirt, sticker, Facebook, Instagram, leave a comment, subscribe, like the video, share it with anyone you think would appreciate it. Let's see, Patreon, join, Facebook, Instagram. I think I got it. Yeah, I think that's everything.
We're in there.
Yep, here we go. We're jumping right in today, wasting no time. Because POW is solid once again this year for what we saw on Saturday. Oh, R-Base 311. This is Robert's video.
Yeah, for sure.
Him and George and all them were doing great work recording all that regional out there. Go subscribe not only to Robert's, but the George's, to Marching Vlogs, to all of them. Anyone filming. Alexander and Wynn put stuff out from Florida. Great stuff. Go subscribe to him. All right. Let's watch some POW.
Yeah, George has a good video of just the battery, too.
Yeah, if you do want to see just the battery, George has that. Great quality. Letter to my younger self. Thank you, because I didn't look that up ahead of time.
I did. I was ready this time.
Well, you're better than me. We both know that.
I don't know about that.
A lot you're pretty sure you understand, but couldn't possibly wrap your hands around.
This is nice. Not always typical to start off with a vibe soloist.
That's true. That's a good point. Just isolated, just two note.
I remember a lot of this, they're interacting with the props and stuff too.
Yeah, great 7 strokes
Very
to start.
soft. It's tasty. Not overly abrasive
strokes.
introduction. Not abrasive way to introduce the battery.
All right, so I'm going to rewind because this just struck me with the 3 subsections of the battery. They one at a time entered the musical phrase, one after the other, and they had the same rhythms present. Like it was it was almost like an echo effect from the snares to the quads to the basses. I think I heard that right.
Let's find out.
Yep. Also, great roll quality already and snare drum tuning as a snare drum nerd. But we all know I love Eric Shriver's drums, so.
Oh, he might not tune them exclusively.
Yeah.
But he would say if he didn't like the sound, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Did not go back far enough. Here we go.
Nice little flourish there with the permutation.
Timpani lead in, too. Just a slow 7-stroke idea. And you hear the echo in the basses too.
Yep. That sound like a little decrescendo.
It does make sense because isn't the show called Memory of My Former Self?
Letters to my past self.
So are the subsections writing letters to each? I need to stop trying to figure out show concepts and just talk about drums.
It's all right. Got some thematic writing going on.
Quick 2 mallet work. Metric shell as well. Ooh, that was a good roll. Let me go back.
Ooh, the decrescendo with the buzz stuff.
The up down.
Long diminuendo.
Great job.
Isolated little riffs there.
Yeah, in the front.
Those little bursts.
Just with the inner mallets too.
Really like intricate front to back dialogue.
Great job rhythmically with the verticality of that phrase. Put it back up. The front and the battery played that like eighth note space as well. Right there.
Time goes by quickly.
That quote gives me like Ferris Bueller vibes. Nice with the stacks on the drum set, the shot. Cha-cha.
Control, good on the low roll into the PDDs.
Yep.
Yeah, this phrase built really well. I'm gonna back up. Pay attention to how the phrase
it's not
builds.
The stack I spoke, but the China's using the China to accent the shots and stuff.
That phrase started real low, like the snares are playing like a low eighth note roll, and the ensemble just layered on itself and crescendoed really well together. Paced it really well.
Time goes by quickly.
Might have gone back a little too far. Oh well. Here, this build. Front layers on into the threes.
The unison mallet work too, with like those that work on the batteries. Like the dotted eighth feel or the dotted quarter note feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
I feel like
really
this
good
year is
front
the
to back
timpani of
communication.
the year of the timpani transition. Like they just had a nice little like one measure transition, utilizing the timpani to get them to the next phrase.
A timpani is a great effect because you can sustain notes. Vibe, you can sustain notes, but you can't really do that with a ton of other percussion instruments where you can like create large quantities of sound without having to play dense rhythms.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of that whispering going on,
You'll spend your time wondering what could have been.
Ooh, that timpani attack was really good with single stroke. Go back just real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, just those notes to start. Just timing the attack of that.
I missed that the first time, so we'll just catch it again here.
Wondering what could have been.
Right there, the timpani.
Again.
I'm going to say it, and I'm going to get crap for it.
Nice jump.
Great jump to the edge.
Hey, it's a hard skill set.
It is.
All of that will wash away.
Felt like those filer. It's up and down.
Really consistent roll quality by the quad line throughout that phrase that had a ton of roll vocabulary.
Yeah, the solos too do a good job of like not feeling like they're just yelling at you the whole time.
Mm-hmm. There's dynamics within it, and ups and downs, and space, and
space. Yeah, just like breath.
Mm-hmm. Gives the audience member a moment to like process a little bit instead of just notes at you the whole time and then shot.
Yeah, even though there is a time and place for that, sure.
For sure. Oh, really fast inner mallet work. Very vertically written battery moment. Good job handling the space on the decrescendo at the end of that phrase.
Nice. Yeah, really built rhythmically dense towards the end of the phrase.
Mm-hmm.
We did also link up with somebody to do some bass stuff down there.
Yeah.
So just throwing that out there. I know we talked about it.
Coming at some point in the future.
After March. Because he's scrapping around right now. Nice. Timpani built in for the full.
A good flourish into the phrase there.
Oof. Yeah.
Great job feeling the space for the attack.
They remind me of like roughs or drags on like
a flamacue, if you will.
Yeah. Or like what you would consider like a turn on like a clarinet or something.
Split part, AB.
Splits. Yep.
I loved how the writing in the drum set supported that marimba phrase or keyboard phrase. Came in at the very end to give it the oomph into the finish. Very readable cymbal moment. I'm not going to take credit for this, but I feel like every group we've watched this year, their cymbal moment has been at a more delicate part of the show.
Yeah, I don't think we can take any credit for that because they probably wrote it all before we start talking about it.
Well, we've talked about it in past years. I'm just being facetious, being an ass right now. But I have noticed that, and I fully appreciate it. So just wanted to throw that out into the universe.
I think the show does a good job of like capturing musically like kind of the mysticism of what they're going for. Like
yeah. Very rhythmically aligned marimbas to snares.
Little Hockett section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw split backstick stuff in there. Might have been some AB parts going on. I don't know. Can't see. Robert, get 2 cameras. We saw it in the comment section.
It's not his thing. It's not his thing. I like this. You're not like jumping back and forth. But yeah, like the kind of. I don't think the show obviously is supposed to end there, because it felt awkward ending there. Yeah. So I'm sure it's not done.
It's a little short.
But yeah, that ending battery phrase there is. Ending battery phrase there with like the Hockett between the snares and the quads. So yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know, I'm just ribbing Robert because I guess somebody had asked him to do like the split front battery stuff and. Inside joke. Inside joke. Not really, because it's on the internet comment section. Not really an inside joke, but all right. I'm gonna quit digging this hole now. I like POW.
Yeah.
I mean, I always appreciate the quality they bring, and don't take this the wrong way. They never try and reinvent the wheel, but it's almost to their strength. Like they're just like, we're just gonna be good, have a show that makes sense. Drums that sound good. We're going to play music that makes sense. Dynamic, variety in the vocabulary and what we're doing. Like, they're just not... And I think more groups would do better if they kind of took that approach a little bit.
It is somewhat valid for some of the ranting we do about, less is more. Don't overthink things. Make sure your show checks the boxes. It makes sense. But, like... You could ruin it with a bad show, and they don't do that.
They're consistent. And then they always
they just play really well.
Yeah, consistency is the perfect word to describe POW. I mean, you would say it's all the Pulse organization, so same thing for Pulse as well. But like POW that's why I call them the final boss of getting into the top 10. Like if you can,
they are kind of developing a little bit of a separate identity though. Now
that I will agree with.
That Eric's been writing and Trent is writing the front. I'm pretty sure his name's Trent. I apologize if I just said that wrong, but I'm 99% sure.
I don't want to point to like, oh, this is just baby Pulse. They're part of the Pulse organization, but it is a different people writing the book, all that kind of stuff. So they are their own ensemble. So I don't want it to just be like, oh, this is Diet Pulse. We're not going to go there. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm a fan like I am most years. I think it's nothing but good. They've got Eric Shriver around to help out, and the team that's with him. Clearly, from watching the video, they're doing the right stuff. Can't wait to see where it's at finals. We'll see where they stack up. I would bet money it'll be in the top 10 somewhere.
That'd be a safe bet.
Safe
I
bet.
don't think they'll have very high odds. You're not gonna strike it rich on that, but
No, not at all. But I like a sure thing, so we'll go there. All right, you got anything else?
I'm good.
All right. Comment, like, subscribe, share the video, patreon.com or join button to sports financially or agedoutpodcast.com. Get a shirt or sticker. Aged Out Fundamentals. That's the part I forgot earlier. Man.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to get everyone to drum to those. Somebody did just ask us if we're going to make more of them.
Some more, yeah.
We will. Give us suggestions in the comments. Like, if you're still listening at the last minute of this video, if there's a certain skill set or rudiment you want one for, we can very easily make that happen. So just let us know. It'll either be after the indoor season or, honestly, we can probably do it in the middle. Doesn't matter. So let us know. Fundamentals playlist, link in the description. Go subscribe to anyone that's filming content. Support their channels. Watch their videos without us talking throughout. And we'll see everybody in the next one.
Peace.